Hi guys, Mr. Brand here. Ready to go with another holiday drawing. This one's a little more challenging. This is a very cute holiday polar bear. And so we're going to do this together and I'm going to take you through the steps. But remember, anytime you want to adjust and make it your own and do it a little bit different, you certainly can. Don't forget that if Mr. Brandt's going a little fast, you can always pause it and draw and catch up and then play it again and keep playing. And so if you're ready, let's get started with our holiday drawing of a cute little holiday polar bear. So to start this drawing, you need to have a piece of white paper, a pencil, and then anything you're going to want to color with. Even though there's a lot of white on this drawing when we're done, it is nice to outline it with some kind of black pen. Could be a black marker, Sharpie, crayon, color pencil, anything. But we're going to start with our paper in a vertical way, up and down. And when we start this drawing, we want to think of the paper in parts. Now, we want the head, we want room. We don't want the head way at the top or way at the bottom, because then we won't have room for the rest. And even though you can see an image down below me and behind me of the polar bear, ours may not look exactly like that. And that's perfectly okay. Every time I've drawn this polar bear, it looks a little different. And that's what I love about art and what we can do. So remember, even if you make a mistake on something, you can always make it into things. Or you use our trusty little friend, the eraser, and you fix it before you outline. So we're going to start right about in here, kind of in the middle, but a little higher up from the middle. And what I want to do, and I'm going to try to draw him a little bit bigger than I did below, but I'm going to just draw a little curved line like so. This is going to be underneath his hat. Okay. Now I'm going to draw the bottom of his head. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start here and I'm going to draw it down around to right about there. And if I'm happy, but I can see even on the screen, hopefully you sketch lightly, you can always go back and fix it. I just wanted to change that up. All right. Now, the next step, we're going to go ahead and draw the hat folded over, kind of like this white part of my hat. But I'm going to come out a little bit and up, out and up just a little bit, depending on how thick you want that. You can make it furry like my hat with little bumpy lines, or you can make it just like a stocking cap and draw around and connect to the top. Now, while you guys are catching up, remember when we outline, and you guys can see this really well on the screen, look how much just making it into a black line, it really makes it stand out. And especially when you put color in it, it'll really make it stand out. Okay. Our next step, let's draw the top of the hat. So we're going to go from here up and around. So I'm going to go up and around like so. Okay. Now let's make his cute little ears. Now his ears are down here. You can make them wherever you want and as big as you want. I'm going to make two little polar bear, cute little bear ears like so, and then put a little curve inside the ear. Now, while you are catching up, I'm going to show you the magic of outlining and a couple other things. Now, as you're drawing and while you're getting this stuff, if you want to put a cute little ball on the top of your hat, if you want to add those little texture ridges in there, if you want to draw something cute like a logo or a favorite team or something like that, you could draw that in there and so forth. It makes it just a little more unique and your way. So that's just one way. Now, let's go into his face. And right in here, we're going to do a really cute, big oval for his nose. Okay, we're going to put a big oval for his nose, put a little highlight on it, like so, to make him really cute. Then for his eyes, we're just doing two little black pupils like so, and then two little eyebrows coming up. Now, while you're doing that and catching up, Mr. Brandt's going to outline. I might even leave a little highlight in there. I didn't on my other drawing, but I think that would be cute. Okay, and do his little eyebrows. I'm going to put his nose in. This gives you time to fix yours or catch up, whatever. And obviously, once I color that nose in, that nose is going to really stand out. Okay. And yeah, you could make him Rudolph the red-nosed polar bear if you wanted, but that's up to you. Now, if you drew your nose a little smaller with pencil, or if you wanted to, you could make it smaller and have room for a mouth underneath. You could do that. Totally up to you. Okay. The next part that we're going to do is we're going to jump down a little bit. So if you look at his feet below me, they're kind of cute. You can see his paws. But before we draw this part where the scarf and the little tummy or body is, I'm just going to go down a little ways and I'm going to draw two ovals kind of tilted in because I want to get those feet in first. Now, if you make it really far down, then your body's going to be really big. If you make it closer to the head, it's going to be smaller. And that's totally up to you. And you just get the shape you want for the feet. Okay? Now, before I draw the little paws in there, I'm going to go ahead and draw in the little scarf that comes down. And if you look, the little scarf starts under the nose. I'm going to come down and go behind the foot, just like so. And then I'm going to pretend it goes here, and then I'm going to draw the other part coming up. Okay, kind of looks weird right now. He has no body. Now I'm going to go out as wide as I want for the scarf, and I'm going to come down and over to the middle scarf. And then I'm going to come over here and go down and over to the middle scarf like that. And if I think, oh, I might have gone too wide, I can erase, I can make it thinner, wherever you think it should go. Okay? Now, let's draw his little body. So from the scarf area, I'm just going to curve it down, jump over the feet, connect, and then over here, do the same thing, like so. Okay? Now, I can go in and add the little paw inside, and it's basically ovals or circles. And you want to do the big one at the bottom and three little ones like his toes, like so. Now, while you're catching up on that, Mr. Brandt's going to take his Sharpie and he's going to outline it just to make it really pop out and stand out. And again, on the little paws, you can go in and you can color those in to make them stand out. If you want to make them red and green for the holidays, you could do that. You could do whatever you want with those little paws to make them colorful. And I know polar bears are white, but maybe your polar bear is totally different. Maybe when you color it in, you want a rainbow polar bear, or you want a purple polar bear. That's kind of hard to say a lot quickly, purple polar bear. Now, once you get everything drawn here, now we just have to add some little arms for our polar bear. Now these arms that I have down below are down. And so I just started right about here and I just came down and wrapped it around. But maybe you want your polar bear to be waving. So you could draw a little arm like so and have your polar bear waving. Totally up to you. I'm going to make his little thumb and then this around and add the little paw. But you can do both however you want to do it. Okay? If you want them both down like in the picture below, if you want to make them both up, if you want to make them holding something, holding a present, holding whatever you want. I'm gonna make mine a little different because I told you, go ahead and make them a little different if you want. I could even add one little more toe in there to make it a little bit more even. Okay? Now, I don't want my polar bear just floating in the sky. I want to do something. As I was just working here, you could do something like the iceberg where I just drew down and drew a couple lines and made it like he's on an iceberg. But I think, you know what? During the holidays, I could have him sitting on like let's see how I want to do this. I'm going to make this even more three-dimensional. So I'm going to draw two lines coming out like this. And then I'm going to draw a line across. And I'm going to make him sitting on a big holiday present like that. Okay? Or it could be an ice cube now that I look at it. I could make that an ice cube. That would be cute. But now I'm going to draw two lines coming out here and then coming down like a ribbon on the present and then a ribbon going underneath like this. And then you know what? I might erase this part right here and add a little tag stuck to my thing and say to maybe whoever you're going to give this drawing to from, and then you could put your name. That just came to me as I was drawing it. So that's kind of fun to do. You can let your creativity go as you're working. Or, like I said, you can make them on an ice cube, an iceberg, a mound of snow, whatever you want or wherever you want your polar bear to be. Okay? And then I could decorate the wrapping paper. I could make it really fancy. I could put little snowmen on it. I could put little anything I want on my wrapping paper. I could make it striped. I could do whatever I want to do. Okay? So there we have it. Now, I want to put some things maybe in the background. I could do like a tree back there. I could do mounds of snow. I could do whatever I want. But I think I'm just going to stick with the snow falling. I think that's really cute. And again, remember, like if you did any of the others, and you know what? I'm going to have this present outside. So here's the mounds of snow. And here's my snow. Remember, you can make your snow any shape you want. I just did a weird one there, but you can make it any way you want. You can do little snow, big snow, any kind of snow you want. Okay? And there we have it. Our cute little polar bear. And definitely, he looks different than the one I drew before, but that's all right. I love that. Everybody's polar bear is going to be a little different. If you just think the steps, you create one every time. So even though you do your drawing once, I like to do drawings more than once because then I get different ideas as I go. Okay? I hope you all enjoyed this holiday drawing. I hope you all have a safe and fun holiday over the next couple weeks. And hopefully we'll be back in 2021 full go and have a great rest of our year. So everybody, remember, art is essential and have a wonderful, wonderful holiday. Bye-bye.